welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a day to night look using the new Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette, which is a part of Urban Decay's Holiday 2016 collection. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this palette. I asked on Snapchat if you wanted to see some type of tutorial or look using this, and I got several responses, one of them being a day to night look. So I thought that would be really fun to show you guys how you can wear this palette really natural and also very smoky and extravagant. I'm also going to use a few other products from the Holiday 2016 collection. Urban Decay did send that to me a couple days ago, but if you guys want to see full swatches of all of those products, they will be on my blog. All of the lipsticks, the palettes, everything that was included in the holiday collection, I will have that on my blog and it will be listed down below. So obviously this is my nighttime look. If you are interested in seeing both looks, then let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm starting out with the shade called Nudie, which is a pale peach color, and I'm just buffing that back and forth into my crease with my Sigma E40 brush. And if you do have a darker skin tone, you might want to use the next shade up, which is called Commando, but since I'm lighter, I went with Nudie. Next, we're picking up the shade called Instinct, which is a really pretty purple mauve color, and I'm just buffing that all over my lid with a Morphe M433 brush. And this really doesn't have to be precise. Just take the color and just buff it all over the lower portion of your lid. After you get that buffed out, you can start buffing it up into your transition color, and really just want to make everything look smooth and gradient. Next, on a smudger brush, I'm just picking up a little bit of that same Instinct color and I'm buffing that along my lower lash line. This next shade in the palette is probably my favorite. It's called Lethal, and it's a really pretty burgundy purple shade. I just picked up a little bit of that color onto a Real Techniques angled brush, and I'm just going to give myself a slight wing. You guys know this is my daily look. I can hardly do a daily eye makeup look without doing some type of small kitten flick or some type of really small wing, so I just went in with that deep purple shade and added a nice little kitten flick. For my lashes, I'm using the Loreal Voluminous primer. I've really been liking this recently. I think it does a good job of lengthening my lashes. And for mascara, we're just going to keep everything, no lashes, just keep everything pretty simple. I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. And to add a little bit of brightness to my eyes, I added the shade called Blow. It's really the only shade that has a satin effect to it, so it's really great to apply to your inner corners and brow bone. Move on to the face, and I'm applying my NARS blush in the shade Impassioned, which is just a great daily light pink color. And then I'm going to move into the Illuminated Trio, which is from the holiday collection, and I'm going to pick up that striped highlight in there. It's really gorgeous, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones. One thing I do want to bring up in this video, in case I get any questions, is that these illuminators are pretty glittery, so if you don't like glitter, you may not love these. Moving into the actual lip color, I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 lip pencil in the shade called Naked. This is actually the lip pencil I use on a daily basis. It is the perfect everyday lip color. It's almost like my natural lip color, but just enhanced a little bit. Then I'm going to go into the holiday lip palette. I believe this is the Blackmail palette, and I'm going to use these shades called Vanished and Ex-Girlfriend and just create kind of a peachy nude everyday color. These shades are pretty glossy, just to give you guys a heads up. I found that most of the lipsticks in the palette do have a bit of shine to them. So that is it for the daytime look. Hope you guys enjoyed just the simplicity of it. I wanted to keep everything neutral, easy, nothing complicated for those of you who wanted something simple. And if you are interested in getting a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more technical, then just keep on watching, and we're going to head straight into the nighttime look. For the nighttime look, we're going to start out with that shade called Lethal, and I'm just going to accentuate the wing and the lower lash line that we had already applied and just make it a little bit darker and deeper for the next step that we're going to take, which is picking up a little bit of that black color. It's called Blackjack, and what you're essentially going to do is fill in the wing that you did. So this may sound complicated, but I think as you watch me do it, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I'm just taking a smudger brush and I'm really just packing that black color on the outer corner and just filling in those edged out areas where the wing is, just to almost make it look like a triangle on my outer corner, if that makes sense. I think you can see right here it's starting to fill in a little bit, and what that does is it just creates a really exaggerated winged look. You still have that wing going on, but there's still drama going on in the actual inner corner. After you get your desired shape and everything is blended, you definitely want to make your lower lash line a little bit darker as well. Having a really light or bare lower lash line for this look won't really work, so I just took Lethal and buffed a little bit more of that to create a darker effect. Now we're going to go into the Liquid Moon Dust eyeshadows. These are new from the holiday collection. I'm taking the purple shade, I'll have the name listed down below, and I'm just applying that to my lower lash line, and this really just created a fun pop of color. They came out with a ton of colors, so you could use silver, gold, green, whatever you're kind of feeling, but since I was using a little bit more of those purple tones, I wanted to use purple. And then I'm going in with a silvery white color. It's called Chemtrail, and I'm using that to highlight my inner corner, so I just applied that and pressed it in with my finger. For lashes, I'm using the Urban Decay Urban Lashes in the style called Tricked Out. They're really pretty and spiky, but if you do have hooded eyelids like I do, beware. It's going to be really hard to get the inner corners to stick on these. I actually had to go in with some liquid liner just to hide the band on the inner corner, and I'm well aware that you can see that a little bit, so just don't even say it. I did not feel like going back and fixing that. So to finish off my face, I'm just picking up the bronzy highlight in the Illuminated trio, and I'm applying that everywhere where I basically applied my bronzer for the daytime look, and this just creates a little bit more of a glow over everything. And for my lips, I'm using a berry shade from OCC Cosmetics. It's called Lydia. I believe they still make it, but you can use any type of deep berry lip liner that you have. And I'm going into that same lip palette, the Blackmail palette, and I'm using the shade called Sheer Shame. I believe they made this color in the Sheer Revolution lipsticks when they first came out with those, so if you have that, you could definitely use it. But again, any type of berry tone will work. And that completes the nighttime look. There were some things I wanted to fix about this look, like maybe change the lip up and also hide that liner, but you guys said you still wanted to see it, so I did it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this day to night look. Obviously, I changed my lip. That's because I'm going out in public in a few minutes, and to be completely honest with you, I never wear bold lip colors like that. The only reason I did is because somebody asked in a couple videos back if I would do a look with more of a bold lip, so I wanted to come through for you guys on that. But of course, if you are more neutral like I am, then you could definitely pair it with whatever nude lipstick you have. Again, if you guys are interested in seeing the full Urban Decay Holiday 2016 collection lineup, I will have pictures, swatches, reviews on my blog. I really wanted to focus mainly on the Ultimate Basics palette in this video because that's what you guys mainly wanted to see. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. Live it up, live it up, live it up, live it up.